I'm back. Road Rants for the Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk about Bill Maher. This is, of course, Saturday morning, so Real Time with Bill Maher aired last night. And he brought up something very interesting, something I've seen a lot of in the mainstream media. You're seeing it a lot with woke corporations. They are now choosing to cancel anything to do with Russia. I saw they're not even allowing, I guess, cats to be rescued involving that come from Russia, things like that. But there's been sort of an attack, let's be real, on the Russian people. And the fact is, a very large number of the Russian people don't agree with this war. They don't agree with Putin having invaded the Ukraine. In fact, many have been outspoken. Many have gone to Russian jail or in there right now. It's illegal to protest in Russia. And Bill Maher raised up the question of, why are we canceling the actual Russian people, many who don't agree with what Putin is doing to the Ukraine? I have found that odd. And Bill Maher is saying, look, cancel culture is lumping all Russians in with Putin, and if they weren't white, they would actually call that racist. Well, he's not really wrong here. I've said before, I like Bill Maher. Certainly don't agree with the great majority of his political ideologies, but I think he's funny. I like his delivery. I like the fact that he's willing to sit down with people like Ben Shapiro and have an hour-long interview. And again, I'm not a big fan of echo chambers. So let's get to this, because he ripped cancel culture for lumping in Russians with Putin. If they weren't white, we'd call that racism. Real-time host Bill Maher took aim at what he claimed was the canceling of Russian citizens who have nothing to do with Russian President Vladimir Putin's invasion of the Ukraine. Quote, do you think we're lumping the Russians in too much with their government? Maher asked the show's panelists during Friday night's overtime segment. Quote, I feel like in this country, what we're doing now, everything Russian is bad and every Russian is bad. First of all, it's not fair. If they weren't white, I'd feel like we'd call that racism, to lump everybody together. Not every, a lot of Russian people don't know what's going on. Now, we know in Russia, there's really state-controlled media. We've seen journalists that literally on the air have protested this war, and there have been great repercussions for those journalists for having done so. GOP pollster Kristen Solis Anderson agreed, citing how Russian pianist Alexander Malevich had his concerts in Canada canceled. See, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why would you cancel this pianist, his concerts, because of what Putin is doing? A tennis player recently was basically had to come out and denounce his country if he was going to continue to play. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Quote, there is a way that this has gone way too far, Anderson said. Also, strategically, it's unwise, author Max Brooks jumped in, because what we were very smart about doing in World War II is we knew the war was going to come to an end. And we knew that if we punished all Germans the way we did after WW1, we would back them into a corner. So we crafted the narrative that you Germans are led astray by Hitler, because we knew even if some cases it wasn't true, we said to the average Nazi, you still got to run the post office. So we have to think, we cannot back the Russians as an entire group into a corner. If we can separate Putin from the Russians in general, then we don't only have a victory, we have a post-war plan, added Brooks, 49, the son of comedic filmmaker Mel Brooks, and the late actress Anne Bancroft. Recent weeks have brought reports of seemingly retaliation against Russians because of Putin's actions. We've been seeing it all over the place. Here it is, a Formula One driver was fired by his racing team. A UK tour of Russian state ballet of Siberia canceled. Russian athletes were barred from competing at this year's Paralympic Games in Beijing. I mean, really? That doesn't make any sense. A North Carolina deli is reportedly swapping out a Russian dressing from its Reuben sandwich using a Ukrainian dressing instead. Even Russian-bred cats have now been banned by the International Cat Federation from participating in the FIFA show. That is the stupidest thing I have ever read in my entire life. Michael McFaul, the former Obama-era U.S. ambassador to Russia, declared on Twitter, quote, "There are no more innocent neutral Russians anymore," saying they must declare they support or oppose this war. Wow. That really feels authoritarian to me. Wow. That's absolutely insane. It is a narrative I keep seeing over and over again. Every day, the news is peddling out that a new portion, a new subject, a new person has been canceled by everybody because they're simply from Russia. Whether we know they support Putin or not, they're canceled. They just scrubbed them from existence. That is cancel culture. I mean, my God, it's absolutely ridiculous. And yes, the war will end, and the U.S. still has to interact with these people. Okay, there will still be people, Russians, having concerts here and things like that, having to do business here, that probably don't support this war. I find this appalling, frankly. But look, a lot of this is coming from Democratic leadership. I mean, let's make no mistake. It's a mainstream media-driven narrative who are driving leftist politics. I mean, all you got to do is watch CNN or MSNBC right now. By the way, it's the same thing. If you care about Russians, now you're racist, I guess. The other way around. It's ridiculous, the narratives that are coming out involving Russians at this point. Tell me what you think in the comments section. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.